Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
Hey, you want me to say something really snobby and premature based on nothing?
Yeah.
Some things should be kept private.
Yes, that's true. On another note,
Totally
unrelated, we have a gift.
I don't know. We haven't actually tried the whiskey, just being good.
That's going to be Graeme Horner attempting to steal the limelight of bottom shelf donations from Peter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a good Why did this become a contest?
I don't know.
This should not be a contest.
Don't know.
How does this...
What happened was this is Graeme Horner, a magnificent bastard?
Say it so lightly. Graeme Horner, you magnificent bastard.
It's because it was a question.
You magnificent-ish bastard.
Ish, yeah.
All right.
So Graeme said, fully matured for 36 months. Graeme said...
So 3 years.
3 years,
These
yeah.
amazing whiskeys are 3 years old.
Sent us a whiskey. Yeah. It disappeared. He asked Terry Dolan, hey, did those guys ever get... And no one has any record of ever seeing this.
I have a theory.
Instead, he sent us some cash, and he was like, buy as much whiskey as you possibly can
for bottles?
This. Yeah,
as many bottles?
For this amount of whiskey, and make Rex drink it.
Going for quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Quantity. You want to hear my elaborate theory about where those whiskeys are going? It's very complex, a lot of moving parts.
My house.
Wow. Wow. Case closed.
No,
I was going to say John, but okay.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely John. Yeah.
No. Let's go to Daniel's house.
Wait.
In the comments, who wants to do a Vault episode in Daniel's house?
Yeah, let's back up the tape.
Oh,
yeah.
Vault episode in Daniel's house.
We could do it. I've got a barrel in there.
Yeah, and you have all these stolen whiskeys.
No. Okay, so this is called Private Cellar.
Yes.
I have no idea where this is coming from. It is Kentucky bourbon. It's definitely old style. There's no question about that because it says it right there on the bottle.
Old style.
Yeah, these are all
very
like
private.
12 to 15 less dollars for this, right?
Okay.
Liter.
So that's the spectrum that we're grading on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going for something like super budget, maybe probably for cocktails.
3 years old.
On the rocks if you're brave. We'll see.
3-year-old straight bourbon.
I'm talking a bunch of mess. Haven't even put my nose in this yet.
No.
We could be wildly off base, but just based on past experiences.
There's a chance this is Heaven Hill, because in this kind of game, Heaven Hill does a lot of that kind of thing, which is either allowing their whiskey to be purchased for a private release, rebrand, or allowing a retail store.
So theory is, I haven't seen it yet, this is going to be hotter than it's going to be 40 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
So on the nose, go ahead.
Also retail select, rebranded for retail specifically. Heaven Hill's in that game. So it's possible this is Heaven Hill.
Fine. Now on the nose, none of the notes are offensive or off.
No.
But you will notice it's a bit hotter than what the 40% ABV.
It is. It's a little shinier and a little more almost herbal shine.
Yeah.
Like, whoo.
Yeah. If you put this on my nose blind and I had to guess, it would probably be in like the mid to high 40s.
I would say like honestly, like a Black Label Evan Williams or a budget Beam or a budget Heaven Hill or budget.
I'll tell you what though, if you're making a cocktail, I'm still basing this just on the nose.
That'd be fine.
If you made a cocktail, I find nothing wrong with this. Hell, for that price point, you probably just have a couple of jugs o whiskey.
Yeah, for the people who are like, I'll take a bourbon Coke.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I got your bourbon.
There's a time and place for this. It's not, most likely going to. And this is me projecting again.
We haven't even traced it yet.
Right.
Or a bourbon hot cocoa.
Okay.
Again, not bad.
You know what?
Not great, but not bad.
You know what? It's a little nicer. I'm grading it on the dirt cheap spectrum. A little nicer than what I was ready for.
Me too.
On the dirt cheap spectrum.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised.
So you do get a little hotness on the nose, the ethanol layers. It's dinging you at 40%.
It's definitely young.
And then on the flavor, you get the classic notes. You get the honey, and I think the most interesting thing is almost like this nutty graham cracker. But
graham cracker was the most accurate thing that I've thought of in this. This is perfect for graham. This is graham cracker.
Yeah. And then it also gets a little watery about halfway through.
It might even be a little marshmallow in graham cracker.
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing, though. I think what we're getting to taste is bourbon without a wood tannin note.
Oh. You know what, though? I'm still going to shit on it because it's in a plastic bottle and it's funny. But there's a time and place for this. I would be perfectly comfortable owning some jugs of this tucked away in my private cellar.
That's right. Only in my that I dug specifically to hold these bottles.
Yeah, and then my friends come over, they don't know what they're doing. I was like, all right, let me pull you out something.
Here's what you're gonna need
for
to
my
do.
private reserves.
Decanter this.
Okay. To make it look fancy.
Just decant it.
Right.
Decant it, and then call it done.
This is not a good look.
No.
In a decanter.
It's like,
What's going on here?
Wow, that's not bad, you know?
Actually, that would be a very funny episode. If we just got like plastic jug, dirt cheap whiskey.
Yeah.
We got people gathered around a decanter and they're like, oh wow, this is like on the nose.
Oh,
picking it apart and is this some like high fancy thing?
It'll absolutely work.
Yeah, it would.
No, we'll get McClellan for the Scotch.
Yeah.
The 3-year-old budget Scotch line. This is to bourbon what McClellan's is to Scotch.
Yeah.
A respectable budget stock.
Here's the thing. You go back. Mm-hmm. It loses a lot.
After the first sip?
Yeah. You acclimate to a lot of the flavor that was there on the initial approach. It misses a step very quickly.
Yeah, it does turn into apple and honey. Applesauce and honey.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah. And it's the thinness shows up earlier as opposed to halfway through. This is a mixing whiskey on the rocks if you want it to be invisible and you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Not really neat pour because I'm 2 sips into this thing and I'm already...
That's one down for Graeme Horner. Only 9 more to go.
This is a bad contest. This is not a...
The only upside is we're finally reviewing something everybody can get.
Is this inaccessible?
It's accessible, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably get this at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. And not in Texas.
Tommy Barrett. In a different group, someone claimed American whiskey is distilled only once. Is that true? I guess column still could be considered to be distilled only once, as that runs continuously pretty much. With pot still, you need 2 runs to get rid of methanol, if I am correct.
No.
And with Irish, you need 3 distillations to get enough yield due to unmalted barley content.
Wait, no. There's all kinds of misinformation in here.
Just drink it, man. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
This is a train wreck of ideas.
Don't worry about
Just
that.
a non-stop train wreck of ideas.
I don't want you to feel bad.
I
So
died on the inside a little.
That's fine. So one by one, American whiskey. Can it only be distilled once?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I can go into detail, but no, absolutely not.
All right. Pot still, you need to get 2 runs to get rid of the methanol.
No,
yeah?
absolutely not. You can get rid of that in 1 run.
And Irish, you need 3 distillations to get enough yield due to the unmalted barley.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Okay. So, no.
I'm sorry,
So there is no requirement for American whiskey to only be distilled once.
No.
The pot still, the 2 runs, the methanol, it can be 1 run. It's just the very first things.
Yeah, well, it's always in the body of something, and every time you pot still something, you extract some and leave behind some, and then the next run you extract some and leave behind some, and it's not that simple.
And why does Irish often do 3 distillations?
Because it's lighter. It's a lighter, more effervescent spirit. Every time you distill it, you strip out some of the longer, heavier flavor components, and it leaves a lighter spirit. That's why you distill vodka so many times, or plate distill it, right? And it got worse.
Did you ever see that episode of Seinfeld where he was dating that girl and she looked amazing, only in certain light?
Yes!
And that certain light is the first sip. And the second sip, you're like, ugh. What? And then the third sip, you're like, oh my God.
That's a great description.
Why am I experiencing this?
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I don't know, man. I think this may be the most change from first sip to like 3rd or 4th sip.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is weird. It almost is turning sour.
Yeah.
Like the applesauce is going off a little.
Yeah. So if you're in it for a sip, you're good.
Do you think that this has anything to do with us trying some earlier whiskeys today?
No. That was like an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I cleaned my palate and had a break, but that is so weird.
And we liked the initial.
Yeah.
And then you can tell every subsequent sip, it keeps missing a step. It's like, wait, what happened to that layer I found? Oh wait, what about that other note?
It's like a duplicated mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every time you burn the tape again, the quality degrades.
Jack White, is there a common whiskey I can get my hands on that has that pine fresh grass note?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what Daniel's talking about. Craft is fine if I can find it in Central Texas. Here's the thing. That note is very crafty.
It's very crafty, and here's the problem, Jack. I think that's a great question. I wish that I had remembered it, but it's one of those things that we try it, I know, and then 2 weeks later I have no memory of which one we did.
So
if you guys remember...
a note that had that grassy pine sap.
Yeah, or if you've experienced it,
right,
then put it in the comments.
And it could be like a really young, leathery type of note sometimes.
Yeah, for me it's mostly cut grass and not quite asparagus.
I see grassy is a little bit different than that green pine sappy, but yeah.
Yeah.
So let's not do that context.
Can we just skip all the rest of the 9?
Yeah. Maybe in a cocktail. Definitely not neat porn. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal your lovers.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.